Newsweek magazine says we are all socialists now. Isn't that funny? Harold Meyerson, who happens to be a Democratic Socialist writing at the Post, blogging at the Post, mentions that Newsweek, I guess one of their cover stories said we are all socialists now. And Mike Huckabee, you remember him, the crazed fundamentalist preacher, said that we are creating socialist republics in the United States. Huckabee added that, quote, Lenin and Stalin would love this stuff, end quote. And according to Newt, the serial husband Gingrich, we are witnessing the Obama-era phenomenon of, quote, European socialism transplanted to Washington, end quote. Well, smell my feet. Really, boys? Is that what we got going here? Socialism? Ooh. As Harold writes, first, as we survey the political landscape, what's striking is the advocate of any advocates of socialism. Where are they, at least as the term was understood by those who carried that banner during the capitalist crisis of the 30s? Yeah, where is it? Where are the people in the streets demanding socialism? You know, back then, socialists and communists both spoke of nationalizing all major industries and abolishing private markets, abolishing the wage system. And today it's impossible to find a left-leaning party anywhere that has such demands or entertains such fantasies. Not even Hugo Chavez says such things. Yeah, the fact is, where do you hear that? You hear that from these members of the Limbaugh Party, like Gingrich, like Huckabee, all these right-wing fanatics who are trying their damnedest to turn this into the fascist states of America, and they're not going to. So what Obama is doing is trying to preserve the corpse. As we go through this transition from predatory capitalism as owned and operated by the Limbaugh Party to democratic socialism as owned and operated by the American people. Oh, let's all be scared of that last one. Oh, my God, democratic socialism as owned and operated by the American people? What does that mean, Mike? What does that mean? Actually, not a whole lot, except key industries should be completely, totally nationalized. And we've talked about this before over and over and over again. Energy, what else, Kathy? Energy, transportation, military procurement, oh, God, there's a couple more. Healthcare, and banking. And once that is done, then honest-to-God entrepreneurs and little business owners and farmers and people who are really interested in seeing what they can do in a free and open society will then have a chance. They won't be ground into sausage meat by these fascist capitalist thugs who have just twisted the system into what has happened now. We saw it in the 30s. And all the bankers were hauled into D.C. to testify after the crash in the late 20s. Here we are again, and here's another decent human being like FDR, this time it's Barack Obama, trying to inject enough morphine into this dying, thrashing corpse to ease the pain. And, okay, that's cool, but it's dying, and it couldn't happen at a more opportune time. Everything in this country is changing. Everything on the planet is changing. We are in a technological landscape all of a sudden that means the predatory system of capitalism can't continue. It's dead. It's over. It's gone. It's just hanging on, and it's being kept alive because the Limbaugh Party is forcing air into its lungs. Keep going! God damn it, we haven't stolen everything yet. Keep going! You know, that sort of thing. Well, as Harold Meyerson writes, in the United States, conservatives have never bashed socialism because its specter was actually stalking America. That's not the reason. Rather, they wielded the cudgel against such progressive reforms as free university education, or free universal education, the minimum wage, or tighter financial regulations. That's who they go after. Their signal success, the conservatives, is to have kept the United States free from the horrible taint of universal health care. Yes, that's what they've done. And what's the result? We have the world's highest health care costs that is borne by businesses and employees that cannot afford them. We have nearly 50 million Americans with no coverage. We have infant mortality rates that are higher than those in 41 nations. But at least we don't have that goddamn socialized medicine. Praise Jesus! And the Limbaugh Party. That's what the conservatives have given us. That's the only thing. Other than destroying, and I have to pat them on their asses for this. Thank you, boys, for murdering this predatory capitalism. Now maybe, once it is dead, maybe average working class Americans like, oh, let me think of one. Oh, I know, me. Maybe we'll have a chance now. Huh? And maybe everybody in this country who is not a member of the predatory capitalist Limbaugh Party will have a chance now. You think? It depends on whether or not we understand what we've got to do. The Republican Party, like I've been saying, has to be murdered. Well, somebody heard me, and they murdered the damn thing. It's dead. Thank you. Whoever stuck the knife in, thank you. It is now the Limbaugh Party. We know exactly what it is, exactly what it smells like, exactly how bloated and sick it appears, and how shiny it is, and how it's on the prowl for the nearest woman or girl. That's the Limbaugh Party. Yeah!